Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from. And real quick before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' constant generosity and support to me as always. It really means a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. And if you guys are actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember, that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help. So thank you guys so much. And for today's video, we actually ended up getting the kit early tonight. Rather than in the middle of the night for me and having to wake up, be cranky and everything, we actually got the kit, at least for me, 11 p.m. PST. Really much appreciate that. If that could just be the norm, that would be fantastic. So I really don't have to worry about waking up in the middle of the night. But that's just me because I'm greedy. I love my sleep. But with that yapping out the way, let's see if they cooked. We're going to go through the motion demonstration, do a little kit analysis, get a good idea of what's going on. So let me scoot on over and let's put it on screen right here. And as always, we are at the Goddess of Victory Nikke Twitter for the Nikke motion demonstration and skill introduction for our lovely girl Label using the AR Gloomy Mood. Label is a defender who uses a shield to enhance her own attacks and survivability. When her burst skill is used, her shield becomes invulnerable and she boosts her allies' attacking capabilities. Now, this really does sound like a PvP unit now. I felt that way a little bit when they teased it in the patch notes. We'll see, but that really screams PvP to me, which might be a shame, but also, is this our first unit with a shield that's invulnerable like that? Like, am I tripping? Well, we'll see. But first, motion demonstration aside, I want to see if they cooked with her. I love her idol, dude. She looks so good. The blushing expression. Hell yeah, dude. Hex Maniac GF all the way. The slippers and everything. Good JP. God damn, she is stacked, bro. Oh, all that cake with those slippers with the paw print. I could barely notice that. Look at that bunny. That, like, cute little doll. Dude, insane cake, man. The JPS... insane cake, insane booba. I do not care if she's PvP. What, the AK too? 18 plus? Oh shit. Yo, was she thinking of... wait, the blood? Hold on. This is kind of insane. 18 plus adults only. It's censored there. That's goofy. And then she's thinking and stuff. Well, what's going on? What's good? The blood expression? What the fuck, dude? That's kind of funny. Dude, she would be best friends with Rapunzel. They would get along in so many ways, you know what I mean? Like, crazy stuff. I might go for the MLB low-key. I don't know, man. I'm kind of simping, man. Those assets, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Looking really good. We'll see if that's the wallpaper or not. Ooh, cute effects. The purple. Love those hearts. Looking good. God, dude, that JPS with those slippers, man. I'm like looking at the slippers as an excuse, but the JPS, you know what I mean? Looking really, really nice. I mean, top tier cake. And once again, bias is showing here. Pale skin, by the way. Pale skin. So, for sure, they are cooking here. But with that motion demonstration aside, which is already a 10 out of 10. Fantastic looks. Crazy amount of support, by the way. Like, Freddy's already become a top character who is loved by JP. Label has excelled that, which is crazy. So, this character definitely cooked for them, alright? Like, seeing a lot of love, obviously, in NA, but JP, dude, they are eating this up. It's crazy. So, really glad to see, hey, man, if they do a figurine or some merch, I'm here. Because it looks fantastic. It looks great. But with all that simping out the way, we must get started looking at the kit. Now, let's get the basics aside. We already knew she was a defender AR code Iron. She is a burst skill 1 with a 20-second cooldown, so they did not screw her up that bad. With her AR, 60-second rounds, reload time of 1 second, deals 13.65% of the attack as damage, and she also deals 200% damage when attacking the core. Now, this skill 1 is kind of crazy, just because it's a list. Really surprised, so first things first, proud of Shift Up for not pulling a Sora. Not a Sora level kit, we got some lines here. So let's get started with skill 1, Meeting and Parting, Imagined, passive. Activates at the start of the battle and affects herself. Delusion. Creates a shield equal to 30.15% of the caster's final max HP. This effect is continuous and activates when Delusion ends and affects self. Delusion Shattered. Activates up to 2 times. This effect is continuous. Effect 1. Imagined Heartbreak. Prevents being targeted by single target attacks for 1 second times delusion shattered count. This effect is removed upon taking a direct hit. Because this can happen twice, this is 1 times 2, so it could be a total of 2 seconds. That's just my assumption anyway. And then with effect 2, stuns for 1 second per delusion shattered stack. So because there can be 2 stacks, that would be a total of 2 seconds of stunning. And then activates when performing a normal attack while not in delusion status and affects herself. Delusion creates a shield equal of 30.15% of the caster's final max HP. This effect is continuous, and then activates when using a burst skill while not in delusion status. Affects self. Delusion creates a shield equal to 30.15% of the caster's final max HP. This effect is continuous, so let's just say she is going to be constantly having shield, and she is a very delusional character, my kind of girl. So that's kind of funny. I like that when the kits are somewhat related to the personality of the character. I just find that cute, but that's just a nice touch. With the skill 2, Sweetness of Love Imagined, activates at the start of the battle and affects all allies except self. Damage taken from electric code enemies goes down 70.4% for 5 seconds and activates 1 time per battle. This definitely seems interesting, especially for like having her as maybe like even a passive B1 in like an electric code raid maybe. That would be interesting to see. But whenever we get an iron like coded raid, we'll see, man, because those are so far and few between. Activates only while in delusion status and affects herself. Burst gauge filling speed goes up 70.4% continuously. Attack goes up 93.39% continuously. And damage taken from electric code enemies goes down 70.4% continuously. So this is only for herself, but that's some pretty good burst gauge filling speed. I'm kind of sad that the attack doesn't go for everybody, because that would actually be really, really nice. It's just for her, but she's also a defender. Now, there are cases where defenders are really good with damage, but I don't know if she's really going to be doing as much damage. We'll see, but I really doubt it. And then with the damage taken from electric code enemies, she ends up getting this at her own pace, but the other one is just for the allies exclusively. So kind of interesting to see that maybe this might be a cope unit for like a raid where they have an electric code boss. But I mean, that's kind of cope. We'll see. And the last part of the skill 2, we have activates only while in shared delusion status and affects all enemies except self. Attack goes up 80.36% of the caster's attack continuously. I mean, that sounds nice, but at the same time, it's caster's attack. Once again, the caster being label, defender, attack might not be her best suit, so you might not get a lot out of it, but maybe we'll cook something up. This is just pure copium. This is just me thinking with my duh, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure this out. I gotta make it work somehow. We gotta make it label work. And then we have her burst skill, very small burst skill, Bursting Heart, affects self. Max HP goes up 20.26% for 10 seconds, and then Shared Delusion. The shield created by label becomes invulnerable for 10 seconds. That's definitely huge on PvP. That really sounds like a negated thing for like maybe like anti-Scarlet in PvP. I'm slowly getting somewhat involved in PvP, more like just trying to get like the team set up and just going. I'm not really understanding the meta or anything. I'm just like taking teams and just going with it. But I'm getting to the point where we're releasing new units for PvP, so I might as well invest in that rather than investing in old units, especially when they fall out of meta. So I'm kind of torn because I'm kind of sad that this is definitely more geared towards PvP. What's interesting is with this skill too, with the damage taken from electric code enemies going down for allies, and then the burst gauge filling speed is also nice. So kind of torn, but also B1 22nd burst 1 category is very, very hard to try to beat. I mean, we have like D Killer Wife, Litter. Litter is literally free from the wishlist recruitment. And then we also have plenty of great B1s like Siren. So kind of a tough category to try to fit in, but we'll try to make it work. Little sad that it's definitely more catered towards PvP, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what your thoughts are with this character. Are you still gonna pull no matter what? What do you think of her looks? What do you think of the JPS? Looking really nice. Still kind of torn about the kit. Let me know how you feel about it, but we'll see. As always, that's just it on paper. We gotta test in-game. Try to see if it's just PvP. We'll try to cope, but that is gonna be it for me. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night wherever you're from. And as always, thank you so much for the constant support. Take care. Have a good one.